Riders log 91017, Sunday, 2:10 p.m. So far, this hurricane has been hitting us with pounds of rain and wind. Nothing too severe yet, which is pretty typical for anyone living in Florida. I mean, let's face it, California is the state of earthquakes. Texas, who just so happened to feel the impact of a hurricane, I think it's the state of tornadoes. I don't know. And then you have us, Florida, land of the oranges, land of great summer beaches, and as you can no doubt tell, obviously, it's the state of hurricanes. Internet was gone since the other night, and we just lost all power at noon. Good supply of food, candles are on, and nobody's in a panic. Yet. It's like what Jordan Belfort said on Wolf of Wall Street. I ain't going nowhere. The show goes on, and I'm not leaving. On my side, it's been a bit boring, but we're completely safe. I would always think the same thing for my other friends. There's one who goes by the name of Christina, who's living in California. She's originally from Florida, from what I know, as well as her family. Oh yeah, and one other thing, like I met her at this live stream called Live Me. So she's an awesome person, no doubt. I mean, I'm still waiting on that day to meet her, so hopefully that will happen. I can tell in my heart that it will. It's a really scary thing having to hear your loved ones in a dangerous situation, not knowing for sure how much safety do they really have. I mean, trust me, I would be as worried as her if my family were in that same situation. I'm hoping that her family is kept safe. Even my best friend Yesenia and her family. I mean, we just had our friendship anniversary last month. I even looked back at the surprise video I took of her opening all the gifts I got for her. I've known her for up to 7 years, and she's the one person I've had the most experience with as a friend. To this day, it is such a blessing to have her in my life. Would I do anything for her? Even if she would ask for a lifetime of fiery tacos from Taco Bell? Like, absolutely. I mean, so far in the house, we're not out of food at all, and that's a good thing because I barely eat much of anything in the house. Well, if you count the ones where I would eat during my midnight snacking. God, like, I just need this storm to end, like, please. 5:17 p.m. I'm pretty sure I took an hour and a half of sleep after the first one that I wrote. Thought time would have went by a lot faster, but apparently time always has a mind of its own. I'm still hearing the winds pounding on the trees from time to time, the next one sounding harder than the last one. We've gotten news from the radio that the hurricane will drop to a Category 3 by the time it hits Tampa. All in all, it's still a pain to go through. Been a while since having to be in my home with no power. The last time it was Wilma. I can definitely recall those moments of looking around the neighborhood and the streets all covered over like a foot of water. What I can't recall was for how much time the power was out. But probably after, I guess, the second or third day, it was, I think, if I can guess correctly, the middle of the day. Me and my friends were playing outside. I took a circle around the block, and as soon as I made it back, the lights just came back on. I can still remember just like one huge row of neighbors, along with my friends and my family, cheering and celebrating. Hopefully that'll be the same result real soon. 7:15 p.m. Would you really believe I actually tried playing the Star Spangled Banner on my phone? Well, what else can you come up with while messing around with an app called GarageBand? And I rarely even use this app. No matter how many times I really want to try it, it just doesn't go with me. But hopefully soon. Anyway, my dad just turned on the generator for the first time since the storm came, and it's working like a charm. Runs on propane gas, which is even better. Passing the time making sure I don't lose my mind, I'm just, continuing on with these notes and listening to music. What came across my mind was this song called So Far Away by Crossfade. It's the first song I ever heard from this band, and I got into them while hearing this song on YouTube. It was used as a music video or tribute video, however you want to call it, to one of my favorite pro wrestlers, AJ Styles. I instantly became a fan. Throughout the past few years, the band has been on a hiatus. Many people, even me, were believing that since there wasn't any mention of the band at any time, I guess we were led to believe that they disbanded secretly, or however you want to call it. That really wasn't the case, since at that time, probably about months afterwards, or probably a year later, I can't really recall, one of the band members took to Facebook and set all doubt aside by stating that they were still together. The only huge light that's on inside the house, now that we're back into this whole shenanigan, is a handheld lamp. It was one that me and my family had for the longest time, and it's helped us a lot. Meanwhile, for me, I'm still meaning to stay in my room with a flashlight on my phone. Yes, I do have battery cases for my phone, and no, I don't plan on using them all at once. As for to keep myself cool, I actually bought me one of those mini fans that can connect along with the battery case. Actually, scratch that. My mom and daddy, even my sister, have just used 2 of mine, meaning 2 battery cases. And now they're being charged up. Oh, the freaking misery.